Um, yeah, an exciting evening. Full house. It's an amazing atmosphere, um, and I think it deserved a game like we saw. So, um, if I'm picky, maybe a little more quality in the passing of both teams and maybe more chances. But that's me being picky. We're overjoyed to get these 3 points. To beat a very very good team, it is very difficult to beat them. I think our first half performance after the first 12 minutes, whatever it was, 14 minutes, was excellent. It was fast, it was dangerous, and it was fruitful, scoring 2 goals. So I think we also, with our defensive effort in the second half, the effort and not really conceding much on goal, if anything at all, you deserve to win games. And that's how we've continued to win games this season. But there is definitely room for improvement. I think when we have a lead, our passing, our decision making was a bit sloppy and erratic. And I think those are the areas we will work on this week, which is another short week. But don't want to dampen the mood. We are happy with these 3 points.
Open up the questions, Katya.
Hi, Steve. Congrats on the win. You had mentioned how this could be a measuring stick game. So overall, with those conclusions, how happy are you with what you saw with the reaction of the team, that intensity, especially in the first half, with what the team just did?
Seattle's a very strong side, very experienced side. It's a very tight knit group, a group that's been together for a while, and a group that is difficult to break down. And it was a team effort tonight, and our group stood up to the challenge and mastered that challenge. And I was very pleased with the character of our team again. We win games when everybody contributes, and that was again the case tonight.
How's Carlos? It seemed that hamstring was bothering him towards the end.
Seemed to me like it was more of a cramp, but we'll have more information as it comes in. Sorry, I don't have any more information with that, but he seems to be fine.
Move on to the next question. Gio Garcia, go ahead.
Hey Steve, congrats on the victory. I just want to know what do you think about Gareth Bale's performance? Obviously, it was his first home debut.
Yeah, it was fine. Gareth's quality on the ball is clear with every touch he takes. He showed that last week as well. So he showed more of that tonight. He's constantly working towards getting match minutes and his fitness back. He's in week 3 of preseason, so it's normal that we cannot play him from the start, and then he will gradually get sharper, get faster, get better, and be more prolific. So. I was happy with his performance and his defensive work. It's the work, but it's also the decision and the his football IQ defensively as well is helping us.
With such a competitive team, everybody's fighting for minutes. It seemed like Chicho was a little bit upset with being subbed off. What were your thoughts on that?
I'm very happy when players are mad when they step off the field. It means they care. It means they want to play. It means they want to still contribute. And Chicho has been fantastic. And there's a reason why he starts every game. And he continues to enjoy our trust, and he pays it back. And it's a very solid relationship. And he's an attacker. Of course, he wants to stay out and score a goal. Like I said, anything else would disappoint me. So it's a normal reaction.
Good evening. Nice to meet you. What about the job Joe Kidney, please? Thank you.
Yeah, his first half performance was more than good. It was excellent. He didn't make a mistake. His anticipation, his ability to push the tempo, to think one step ahead, but also to carry teammates with him is truly incredible. And he is also in the middle of preseason, and it was very clear at the beginning of the game that he may not last for 90 minutes. And we don't want to risk anything because he's in a great spot physically. And so every minute he was on the field, he didn't miss a beat like he lacked last week as well. So I'm very, very pleased with Giorgio. And what I'm most pleased with is how engaged he is, how emotional he is for the group, and how happy he is for the group. It's like he's been here for 5 years. And it's truly incredible, and it's an attest to his character.
You mentioned that you weren't happy so much with some of the erratic passing once you had the lead. Was there anything tactically that you wanted more from this team, or in terms of performance tactically, were you happy with it?
Tactically, it was fine. There were no surprises. Both teams know each other very well. There were no holes or weak spots or weak links. It was purely performance on the ball, so it's more of a technical issue than it was a tactical.
Hi Coach, congrats on the win. How are you going to approach the next few days in the League's Cup on Wednesday? You're doing so well in MLS, and these are the types of competitions that sometimes can create unnecessary risk for certain players. Are you going to approach it differently, or like it was an MLS game?
Even if I tried, this group likes to win games, and they will attempt to win Wednesday's game as well. We will manage our players like we do in every week, also when we have 3 games in a week in MLS. So we will manage the players and not risk anything, but I can't hold them back. They're going to try to win the game as well. So we will approach it very similarly.
Okay, we'll move to Zoom now.
Go ahead, Josh first.
Hey, Steve, congrats. What did you see? It's the 3rd straight match you started Giorgio and Jesus next to one another. What are you seeing in terms of their partnership? And in your mind, is that the starting defensive pair in the center of your back line?
Yeah, those two have a good understanding. They're communicating. They are getting to know each other, and it's good. We're happy with it. We were also happy with the back line before that. It is the amount of high-quality center backs we have is something that isn't very common, especially in this league, and we know we can put in anybody anytime, and it will look great. And both of them are doing their part. What it looks like in the future, we'll see. I don't think it's a great idea to project anything. We take things at this club currently game to game and sometimes half to half. And that's how we'll continue to approach things.
Last question from Jose Lopez.
Thank you, Crystal. Hello, Steve. Good evening. Congrats on the win. What do you think about Sifu's performance tonight? He was present with a couple of assists. He made a couple of plays, and then on the second half, he made an amazing run when Ilya was fouled, and run all the way to defense and provoked a corner kick to the Sounders. What do you think of his performance tonight?
Another very, very solid performance from Sifu. His ball-winning abilities in midfield are incredibly important. Then his transition moments going forward is a big part of our team and producing high-quality chances. His defensive effort and is always there. He works himself always almost into the state of a cramp every week, and he did again tonight, but he fought through it. I think moving forward, the only portion of his game that he needs a little maturing in is tactical or defensive tactical performances of understanding when to push, when to stay back. But he's matured so much already in such a short time. He's a fantastic player, and I hope he'll stay here for a long time, but I don't anticipate it.
And last for me, what do you think of Sebas Mendes' debut tonight?
Unbelievable how fast he has learned our system and is able to contribute. His calmness on the ball is I think, for everybody in the stadium, easy to see, and it has a ripple effect in the team. And so he's a great addition. His physicality and his ability to cover ground in the middle of the park is also very, very important. And it's another incredible sub we were able to do tonight.
Final question.
Thank you so much.
Hi Steve, congrats on the win. Can you talk a little bit about Mahala's performance today and just how he's developed over the season this year? Thank you.
Yeah, Mahala's fell in the back of the net this season, and he's putting himself in scoring positions, and a lot of it is because of his off-ball running. We worked hard with Mahala in the preseason of finding more depth in his game and getting him behind defenses, and he's where goals are scored and chances are created. And he's listening, learning, and applying that into his game and understanding the positive effects of it. And so he is on a journey right now. It's a positive curve, and we're trying to keep it that way.